The economy is starting to bounce back from the Queensland floods. Today's national accounts show stronger than expected growth in the June quarter. It puts Australia in quite a reasonable position compared to the economic uncertainty overseas. But the recovery here is taking longer than expected, and economists say there are more challenges ahead.
They drenched a landscape and buffeted an economy, but recovery from Queensland's floods appears at hand.
Today's figures don't just confirm that our economy has bounced back strongly from these events, but they also show there are broader signs of underlying strength in the economy.
The national accounts have surprised many. GDP growth for the June quarter was 1.2%, the fastest growth in 4 years. For the 12 months to June, growth was 1.4%. The Treasurer might be bullish, economists are less so.
Even if you add back in the impact of the flood, you end up with a growth rate of around 2.4%. In other words, still a pretty subdued pace for an economy going through a once-in-a-generation mining boom.
The June bounce is largely explained by surprisingly strong household spending, defying the recent retail gloom. Adding to growth, resource stockpiles increased as the flood damage abated. But there was still a shortfall in coal exports.
In other words, it's taken a lot longer to pump out those flooded coal mines up there in Queensland than expected.
Analysts say the stronger than expected result changes little.
They won't put pressure on interest rates to go up, certainly. Would they put pressure on them to go down? No, there's not enough in here.
The man who controls those levers has tailored his message from suggesting rates may soon rise to keeping his options open.
You know, we need to keep an open mind about what our response to events might be.
By events, Glenn Stevens means the looming crises in the US and Europe.
More than at most times in my professional life, the Australian economy faces a set of very unusual and rather powerful group of complex forces.
The world teeters, Australia holds its breath. Ben Worsley, ABC News.